A much needed break in the California, but it's a brief break. We have more rain and snow on the way as we head into next week. Again, short-term pain, long-term gain. All of this wetness has completely obliterated what was a very significant drought in California. More on that in a second. Now, everything you need to know is on the satellite picture. Here's our next two systems coming into California this weekend. They're not going to be big ones, but they are going to have some rain. But look what's going on a little farther north. We have our upper level low south of the Aleutian Islands, and you know what's going on here north of Hawaii? You're getting a lot of tropical moisture that's going to start feeding back into California next week. Now, our first two systems will target mostly central and northern California. I don't think we're looking at a lot of rain with this. It's generally light to moderate, mostly central northern California as we head toward the weekend. But of course, we could use a longer break as the ground is saturated. But what's going to happen is there's your upper level low south of the Aleutian Islands. This is going to be heading south. This is a pretty cold system. So this is going to be a colder storm than what we've seen. And as it comes south, what it's going to do is it's going to take all of that moisture that you saw north of Hawaii and ram it into California as we get another atmospheric river that sets up. Now, the time frame we're looking at is going to be Monday, but especially Tuesday and the Wednesday. And I really think this storm, while we're going to get some rain in San Francisco and Redding, I think this storm is going to target maybe Monterey on south, right? And into Los Angeles. I think Los Angeles, you're going to get a couple more inches of rain at least. Snowfall is going to be heaviest in the southern Sierra around Mammoth Mountain, where we can get another couple feet of snow. But the ground is saturated, so we're going to get flooding. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is, boy, I tell you what, here's the new drought monitor. Look at the area that not only doesn't have any severe, extreme, or exceptional drought from where we were in October. I mean, it's wet. It's wet. When you start getting into the white, that means you don't have any drought. And we're going to continue to get more and more white in the next week. And by the way, wait till you see what happens to the reservoirs when all of the snow melts in the Sierra. I'm really concerned that we're going to be dealing with flooding in many of the rivers here in California as we head through spring, because we have such a tremendous amount of snow that we're going to be melting in the Sierra. And by the way, Lake Powell, Lake Mead, which is running well below normal because of the lowness on the Colorado River. Guess what? A lot of the Colorado is fed by the northern Colorado River basin, the snowpack. This is the most amount of snow that we've seen in this part of the Colorado River basin in about 10 years. Historically, it may be one of the biggest snows ever. So we have more on the way here. So even Lake Mead, you're going to get a big rise, I promise you that, as we head towards spring as this snow melts. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out these other videos here and be sure to subscribe for new content and the latest weather news from AccuWeather.